Hey, how you doing? Jim Hustwit here from larkmusic.com. So, I wanted to share with you this little tidbit of information regarding beats and how to give your beats just a bit more vibe and a bit more energy. And it's a really simple thing to do. So I'm working on this track at the moment, and this is the idea behind these tutorials: is that as I'm working on new stuff in real time, I'm just going to sort of share with you little pearls of wisdom regarding what it is that I'm doing. So I'm just going to play you the beat. I'm going to play you the beat in two phases. I'm going to play you the original beat or a simplified beat, and I'm going to let it run into the modified beat and just have a listen to the difference. So this is, I'll signify when it changes. So this is the beat. Yeah, all good. Fine. It's going to change now. And so ultimately, the MIDI dots that I've programmed in those two sections are exactly the same. However, as far as I'm concerned, the second section's got a bit more vibe, a bit more energy to it. Why is that? Well, let's have a look. So, let's have a look first of all at our kicks. So this is our kick. I'm just going to play the kick. This is what the kick's doing. Okay, so I've got two kicks. This is my main one, a mono kick, and then I've got another kick, which is a treated kick, middle and side. I'm not going to get into that now, but it's a useful tool. So you can see it's playing through. What happens if, rather than using the same kick all the way through, on this second beat here, I'm going to change it up. So we've got, that's our main kick, and then a slightly more subby kick for the second beat. Nice. So already, just by changing that kick, so I've got three different kicks in there, it's giving it a bit more energy, a bit more movement, a bit more vibe. Great. Same thing with the hats. So let me solo the hats for you. Play the hats. Yeah, it sounds a bit rubbish like this. But again, I've got two hats here. You can see the programming is here, and I've just put it across two hats. Well, that's more of a tambourine than a hat. But the similar principle applies to this. So rather than, I've basically got 5 or 6 different hats, shakers, whatever, programmed in here, loaded in here. I'm just going to move the dots around, move the MIDI, so that I'm playing it on different beats, different hats, different sounds, and again, it's going to give it that movement and a bit of that energy that the first beat is lacking. So let's have a listen to that. Yeah, it's not great, but you get the idea. I'm just doing this randomly at the moment, but this is the idea. So just by moving them around and changing them, maybe getting something more. So when we listen to that in context, with everything moving around, and this is just so subtle and so simple, but it's a subconscious thing. When you listen to a track, you're not going, oh yeah, there's an alternate kick there is a bit different to the other. Critically listening, hopefully you will spot that, but generally you don't hear it. It's just a subconscious thing, and what it translates to in terms of a finished track is a bit more energy, a bit more vibe. So have a listen again. So you can even hear the snare rolls that I've got in there. They're on different snares. I'm not just using the same snares. I've got some different sort of differently tuned snares in there to give it a bit more movement, a bit more variation, a bit more vibe. So there you go. It's dead simple, and it will make a big difference in a subtle way. But just changing up the sounds that you're using, the programming, and just giving a bit more movement, a bit of a three-dimensional feel to it, a bit more energy. So there you go. Hope that was useful. Go forth, employ, and enjoy. See you next time.